I am Vasant Kumar. I head the Max Fashion in India. We are a part of Landmark Group, which is a $6.5 billion retail company based out of Dubai. In India, we have a chain of stores under Max, Lifestyle. We also have hypermarket Ocean. This topic is on convergence with related to e-commerce. Landmark has 40 years of experience, but it is on ground. We have over 1,500 outlets. As far as e-commerce is concerned, we are just a baby. We started our e-commerce initiative in Dubai a year back. And in India, we are doing our initial evaluation, and in the coming months, we will also have our foray into e-commerce through marketplace. So while we have a rich experience on ground in e-commerce, I can tell you that we are just a baby. But what I have in today's panel are eminent stalwarts who by themselves or from their companies have achieved immensely in the space of e-commerce. There are my members who have done regular retail, foraying into online. There are people who are part of the leaders in the search engine. Then you have the largest value retailer in the world who is also getting in online, part of us. Then we have also the key member in National Skill Development the company here. Now we have all the key people here. Without much ado, what I want to do is I wish to first outline the scope of our discussion, and then I'll invite each member to share their thoughts on this convergence in e-commerce. As everybody is aware, internet is getting bigger and bigger. Today we are having 200 million customers who are part of the internet age, consuming, and bulk of them, 75% of them are young. Out of them, 60% have already started browsing retail category, and roughly they spend around 28 minutes every time they browse. So you see a very engaged customer now who are scouting for good services or good products in the internet. Today, many of us are already having strong on-ground retail presence. Now, the way the technology and the internet is changing, the convergence is very much there. We could see the convergence happening. Now, the endeavor is no longer trying to isolate each channel and then try to address their needs. It's now getting into omni-channel, wherein the customer, be it on ground or be it through the net, they need to get rich, seamless customer experience, either through what products they see or range they see or the overall value they see. They need to get the best experience, and it is such products or services the customers are going for. So it's important for all the players, be it online or be it on ground, to ensure that whichever face they show to the customer, they deliver rich, seamless experience to the customer, so that they stand a very good chance of being considered by the customer. In terms of maturity levels in India, compared to a Western country, there are retailers who have already gone into it in India, but more on an independent level, wherein you can choose products online and purchase. You can also go on ground and purchase. But the fully interconnected, integrated way of purchasing or browsing is yet to be commonplace. There are few players who have just initiated it, whereas in developed countries, interconnected commerce is a necessity. You have no choice. You have to be interconnected. Very soon in India, the same kind of situation is expected to happen, wherein no product or service can choose not to be a part of e-commerce. They have to be a part of it, and they have to be interconnected. That's what we believe India also is getting into. For this to happen, each company should ensure that their product or offering is enriched completely. There are a lot of tools in which the companies enhance their product offering on ground. Like in our fashion, visual merchandising is important. Getting the trials done in an effortless way is important. Store ambience is important. These are the things on ground it's important. Similar equivalent of it is happening online also. Now you have virtual trial rooms happening. There are customized fit that is getting developed. Once the customer customizes his or her fit online, that profile can be used to select future garments. So those developments are happening. One can experience the product very well now online. So what is happening on ground is getting transferred into online also. The richer one can deliver the product, the less that brand is vulnerable to discounting. This is also one area which is of concern to on-ground and online players of facing discounts or shrinking margins. How I see it is, the more you enhance the product experience, the less you will be vulnerable for discounting. So it's important for marketers to focus on how do we enhance the customer experience, how do we enhance the product offering, rather than blaming discounting. The third part is the channel. Channel now, e-commerce is a huge channel. It's like an expressway. It's fast. Consumption will explode. Once anybody gets onto an e-commerce platform, they should expect a huge bump in their sale. The key thing is whether they can manage it and they can manage it profitably. That's the key point which the marketers, the heads of product should think. And if they focus on the product experience and ensure that there is adequate differentiation and adequate customer satisfaction of their offerings, there is no fear of going head-on into the e-commerce platform. I can quote two examples which is successfully, in which there is great success, wherein a product is integrated with a service. I can say how iTunes changed the whole ball game. Earlier, when music was downloaded free, Apple came with their iPod, connected iTunes, and made the customers pay. Similarly, the same Apple went into iPad and ensured the e-bookstore also is a viable business, wherein publisher got their part of their margins, customers got a better product in a seamless way. In both the cases, what Apple has done is delivering outstanding product with an outstanding customer experience. It is by linking these two well, they managed to get into the web profitably. This is one area where every one of us can think, how do we ensure that we deliver outstanding experience with a fantastic product? If these two are taken care, there's no need for us to fear in terms of the business getting affected, the margins getting affected or viability getting affected because of opening of the e-commerce in India. Lastly, I also want to reinforce the benefit of e-commerce. Today, India, bulk of the industry which we are in, maybe durables or non-durables or in our case fashion, the organized retail is a minority. The organized retail varies between 10 to 20% in India across most of the industries. Today, I'm seeing e-commerce as a fantastic opportunity in expanding organized retail in India. People who are used to inferior products or expensive products can comfortably shift to a much superior product and much superior experience thanks to the explosion in e-commerce. So I am seeing it as a good enabler in India wherein we can have increased efficiencies. It will have in its effect a fully developed ecosystem over the years so that there will be a lot of channel partners, service providers, support companies who can also have viable businesses out of e-commerce. So overall what I am saying, it helps both sides. While businesses can expand viably and organized business can expand much more, it also ensures that the customer has a better product on their hand, a better service on their hand. It also ensures the overall customer satisfaction also goes up. So in total, I'm seeing a huge opportunity for India to leapfrog and get into the organized sector in a manner which is beneficial both for the customers as well as the channel partners.